Welcome to this podcast. Thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate you decide to take time to listen to my podcast. This is Minimalist podcast. This is the first podcast I'm doing right here. In the first video, I'd like to describe about why I decided to start a YouTube channel as well as this podcast. So, a little bit about myself. Well, I grew up in a mountain province. I remember being extremely poor as a little kid, trying to escape the poverty. In that case, whoever grew up in a mountain province or wherever in the world, you literally going to think that having a lot of stuff, accumulating a lot of material things and having stuff, making a lot of money is going to bring all the happiness in the world. So that's the message of society. So I literally programmed my mind in that way. I was thinking that more happy, more money, and more things, more stuff's gonna make me so happy one of these days. And I was looking forward to it. In 2012, I went to United Arab Emirates and started living in one of these iconic city in the world, beautiful city in the world. And when I worked in the mall, to be honest with you, so when I observed their version of being rich, the Arab version of being rich, it was in an extreme level, mate. It was crazy to think that Arabs are so materialistic people. They own 2 villas or 3 cars in the garage. So there are a lot of things. List goes on. So I was thinking, I was observing kind of people coming to the mall to buy their stuff, and some people had addiction. They used the mall regularly, and most of the things come from these outside of the world. They don't desire these things. These are coming from the outside the world. Either you get trapped into their advertising, or you don't need that. Basically, you don't desire these things. These things are coming from outside the world. So people used to come and spend their valuable time in the mall. And I've seen that. And I've seen also kind of unfulfillment in their life, They're trying to live a contained and meaningful life, but by accumulating a lot of material things, but they become frustrated. They're not completely happy with themselves or the people. I thought of simplifying this life. To be honest with you, I was not able to accumulate a lot of money. I don't know how it feels like. I don't know how it feels like to have a lot of money. I don't know. I never able to accumulate a lot of money in the world, but I was able to associate with the people who had a lot of money. So that's how it goes. I mean, I've seen a lot of people who are frustrated, empty billionaires in that case, empty millionaires or billionaires in that case. So they don't they don't live an intentional life, I suppose. So I wanted to live a meaningful life, and I came across this idea called minimalism. Watch a few videos on YouTube. Quite frankly, ended up watching a few videos on YouTube, and I fell in love with the idea. Minimalism is about living with less things. That's the kind of image media is gonna portray. You have to live with less things in order to find a lot of happiness. But I disagree with that idea, because minimalist people, we are seeking more and more and more and more. Let me tell you how. Well, you might get surprised by this statement that I make a while ago. Minimalism is all about living with less things. Yeah, that's kind of true, but it's not entirely true. I started spending my money on experiences rather than material things, like traveling and all kinds of things, right? And I started decluttering my apartment by the time I stay in Dubai. Ended up donating and giving away a lot of things. When I started giving away all these things, I experienced a kind of sense of joy and balance, as well as I became light. My mind became so light when I gave away all these material things. And decluttering is always one of these always one of the things that all the minimalists are doing, decluttering, and also clearing up all the spaces. minimalism is all about living with less things. Minimalism is all about living a meaningful life experience. Minimalism is all about value yourself. You value yourself more than you value material things. You value yourself. You respect other people based on their internal qualities rather than their titles, rather than their money, rather than their material things, right? So respect them. Spiritual process getting involved as well. You have to start your day with a bit of gratitude, and I started practicing all these things. So in 2020, this year, I came back to the place, came back to village, the province in that case. Here I am today, right now, sitting down here in this beautiful place. I started this YouTube channel as well as the podcast. Let's see how it goes. I hope everything will work out for me. This is 10 minutes podcast, so I'm uploading this one. So this is the first video from Minimalist Journey. I'll be uploading videos regularly and ask you guys to like this video if you find any values. You can comment down below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you very much. I'm gonna see you in another video. Take care, guys, and bless you.